Are you wondering how the GTA real estate market is doing now that the province is slowly reopening some of its businesses? Well, let's find out, as the Toronto Real Estate Board has just released its new numbers for May of this year compared to May of last year. And there are 5 main points that we're going to go over. Number 1, the number of transactions. The number of transactions last month in April were down by 67%. And now in May, we do see a slight improvement, but they are still down by 53% compared to last year in May of 2019. The second point is the number of listings. Just like the number of transactions, the number of listings has improved since April of this year. In April, we were saying that they were down by 64%, and now in May, they are still down, but they've slightly improved to only 53% down compared to May of last year. Now, point number 3 brings us to the silver lining of all this, which is that prices of homes in the GTA still remain unchanged compared to last year. In April, the average selling price of homes was up by 1%, and now in May, average selling price of homes is actually up by 3% compared to last year. So it's nice to see that prices are still holding strong. Now remember, prices usually get affected a few months after such an economic hit like COVID-19. But to see them remaining unchanged from last year is amazing. And honestly, the market's been on fire for the last 2 weeks. The listings that our brokerage has been having are selling within a week and a half, and at prices that were equivalent to last year. So this is nice to see, and I think it's mainly because of the 2-month pent-up demand that we had due to the quarantine. A lot of the spring buyers are finally in the market, and they're getting in the market again, and there's a lot of action that's happening. So we'll see in the coming months what this all unfolds to. But for now, let's see what your average selling price of residential homes is in the GTA. If you're looking at detached homes, right now the average selling price is $1 million. For townhomes, your average selling price is $686,000. And lastly, for condominiums, your average price is $626,000. Now the 4th point we're going to be discussing is getting into the commercial real estate facts, and those we're going to break down to 2 facts. Number 1, leasing activity across all sectors, including retail, industrial, and commercial, has dropped by 32%. And the second point is the number of transactions in commercial real estate, from retail again to office to industrial, has dropped by 18% compared to last year. Now, if we break it down further, we'll notice that the commercial and retail sector has been the most affected, whereas industrial is still doing very well, and office is also maintaining their numbers. So overall, across the board, from residential to commercial real estate, yes, the numbers are down in terms of listings and number of transactions, but it's nice to see that pricing is still holding strong. But I do feel that the true picture of the economy will only be seen once the government stimulus is removed after this summer. Only then will we see which industries, which businesses, and which individuals were resilient enough to basically overcome this COVID-19 storm. Our advice to buyers is that if you're first time in the market, this actually might be a good time to enter, as you've got excellent interest rates on your side, and you will have some opportunities come up that usually you wouldn't see before COVID. And our advice to sellers is that if you're looking to sell one of your properties, this is actually a very good time to be listing your property, as the market is recovering very quickly, and there's a lot of demand that we're seeing due to the low interest rates, and I guess just people ready to purchase after COVID-19 again. But at the end of the day, it all depends on your individual situation, as every investor's portfolio and needs are very different. So if you need any help, feel free to give us a call, contact us here at Caps Realty Group. We will be happy to assess your portfolio and advise you what to do as a next step. And if you're liking these real estate update videos, please do subscribe to our channel below. And until then, take care and stay safe.